Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's D Styles here. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always watching our videos, and if you're new to this channel, you're most definitely welcome. Let's get right into the video. Alright, so now I'm just cleaning her face. I applied clear eyes to her eyes to just relax the eyes after fixing contact. Now I'm hydrating her skin using my D'Alba, I don't know how to pronounce that, whether it's D'Alba setting spray. And now I'm putting my Glow Recipe serum on her face to just keep the moisture going in. And yeah, you can see that she always has her fan handy, just so each of that prep step can just, soak into her skin faster. Now I'm applying my Ember Release moisturizer all over her face to keep the moisture going on. You want to have a highly moisturized face when you're doing your makeup, so all of this step just prepares the face for whatever makeup that is going to go on top of the face. Now for primer, I'm using my Mismetic Aqua Grip primer, and I'm just applying that with my hands. And next I'm also going in with another grip primer from the ELF or ELF Cosmetics, and then I'm going to be applying that everywhere on the skin except for the under eyes. You want to make sure that your hands are properly clean. Next I'm going in with my Sylvie MAC primer. This is a smoothing primer, just so we can keep the makeup smooth. And to lock everything in, I'm going in with my Morphe spray just to make everything go in. I let that dry, and then I go in with my mattifying spray from Becca. And then next I'm going to be applying my foundation. Foundation is from V Beauty and Sylvie MAC. They are both Nigerian brands, and I'm using this brush to just apply it smoothly all over the face. And truly, this hack actually helps you save foundation. I noticed that with this hack you use lesser products than when you are using only your beauty blender to blend out foundation. So after I'm done with the brush, I still go over with my beauty blender to just make sure that everything is smooth. Can you see that match? Alright, next I'm going to be going in with my blush. I'm using this blush from Omari Code. I'm just going to be putting it all over the apples of a cheek. I'm not doing too much. Now for highlighting, I'm going to be using the V Beauty concealer. I'm not going to be going in with such a light shade, just like maybe a shade lighter to just conceal all those areas. So I'm going to be going in with this Born This Way concealer just directly under the eyes to highlight the under eyes, and then just a little more on the other areas where I applied the concealer. Before I completely blend out the concealer that is under her eyes, I'm going to be contouring, and for contour I'm going to be using the Omari Code bronzed stick in these two shades. So I'm going to be contouring her nose, forming a Y shape, and I'm also going to be contouring her cheek. So I apply with the brush, and then I blend out with the beauty blender, and then now I go back in and blend out that concealer I left under the eye. Next I'm going to be setting all the highlighted areas using my Huda Beauty setting powder. I didn't get that on camera. Please don't put this much. I was actually in a hurry and I just had to be fast and get it done with. You don't want to put this much setting powder under the eyes. Alright, so now for powdering her entire face, I'm going to be using my Charlotte Tilbury powder with the Sephora powder, and I'm just going to be putting that all over her face apart from the highlighted areas. Next I'm going in with contour from the Annie's Beauty eyeshadow palette. That's the Meet the Browns eyeshadow palette, and I'm just going to be using that to do my dry or powdered contour. I'm also doing my nose contour using the same Annie's palette. Now I'm using the Annie's cheek, I think cheek, the blush palette, and I'm just putting the blush on the apples of her cheek. Now to lock everything in, I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush spray and setting spray, and I'm just setting that in. Next, I'm going to be baking under the eyes for eyeshadow fallout. I'm applying my eyeshadow base because I want to do like not really pronounced anyway, but my usual eyes, but just with a little bit different. I went in with a brown shade first and then a reddish shade from the Meet the Brown palette, and then I later switched palette and I used the bridal palette from the Annie's Beauty as well to just pop that nude color on her eyelids. So now I'm smoking the under eye using a black eyeshadow from the Meet the Brown eyeshadow palette. That's the Meet the Brown from Annie's Beauty eyeshadow palette. Now I'm going to be applying the shimmers that is in the bridal palette, the Annie's Beauty bridal palette. It's a Ghanaian brand, and now I'm just going to be lifting the eyes using my compact powder and my beauty blender. I'm lining her waterline using my Merac vanilla eye pencil. I just like the effects it does. I'm just going to be lining just by the side. Then I use my black Tehila gel liner to line the other part of her eyes, both the bottom and the top. Now to set her face, I did my lashes and brows off camera. I'm setting her face using my Morphe spray. I used my regular Mega Impact mascara to just accentuate her under eyelash. And then I'm applying cheek glaze from Miss Metic, and also my highlighter is also from Miss Metic. I really love their products. And I'm applying the highlighter on the cheek, the forehead, the nose, and I also went in with another loose highlighter from Elsa's Beauty to like really pop in my highlights. Now for her lips, I'm going in with my brown lip stain from Beyond Beauty just to line her lips. Next, I'm going to blend out that brown color, and then I go in with my Supro lip stain to just the middle to make the lip pop. And I'm going in with my gloss after this. So I'm using my clear gloss just to like put around all the brown areas, and I use the nude gloss from Blossom for the middle of her lips, and that's pretty much it for this look. And finally, I just used my Jola setting spray to like lock everything in so her makeup can last all day. And that is the end of this tutorial. I hope you really enjoyed it as much as I created it. So I did some videos under the sun, and just look at this beautiful dress that she has on. And honestly, this dress, it's like, can you see how beautiful? Shout out to my girl Divas by Lucci. She ate with the frontal installation. Like, look at that melt, brah, she good. And that's all for today. Bye, see you in my next tutorial.